course, Ayodhya is in grip of religious fervor as long-awaited Pran Pratishtha ceremony of Ram Lalla took place on Monday in the presence of Prime Minister Modi, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat and other dignitaries. And in fact, today is the first day of the darshan, which is open for the public. We are seeing lakhs and lakhs of people making a beeline to get a glimpse of the Ram Lalla idol. And let's go straight, in fact, across to Swesha, who is my colleague, and she has been in Ayodhya. Swesha, I'm coming to you right now, and even though today is the first day, it looks like that the fervor which the entire nation is feeling, every devotee in Ayodhya is feeling that. Swesha.
Absolutely, Shivangi, and we are in fact taking this ride through the river Saryu. Let me tell Anil to pan the cameras on this cold winter morning, first day of after the consecration ceremony, when the temple doors have been opened to the general public, and we see how devotees in such large numbers are thronging to Ayodhya to be able to get a darshan of Ram Lalla. You see these devotees here in the boat also, if Anil can show you, they're right here. Some of them who took a holy dip in the waters of river Saryu, and also this is Ram Ki Pedi and Ram Ki, all right, Jai Shri Ram echoing right here also in the middle of river Saryu. आप कहाँ से आए हैं? आपका मंदिर का दर्शन हुआ नहीं हुआ?
हो गया मैम। हम भी हाँ कल हुआ, हम बिहार से आए हैं।
बिहार से आए थे?
हाँ।
कैसे पहुँचे यहाँ पर? कितना?
देखिए हम लोग तो बिहार के हैं, लेकिन हम लोग राजस्थान में हम लोग काम करते हैं, ठीक? तो वहाँ से यहाँ हम लोग दर्शन करने के लिए आए हैं।
और कल हो गए आप?
हाँ नहीं, आज हुआ है सुबह में 7 बजे से लाइन में लगे थे, तो लमसम 8-9 बजे तक दर्शन हो गया, लेकिन बहुत कठिनाई का समस्या करना पड़ा हम लोग को।
आप तो बहुत पहले आए होंगे क्योंकि वहाँ ऑलरेडी इतनी भीड़ थी।
21 तारीख को हम लोग वहाँ से चल दिए थे यहाँ दर्शन करने के लिए।
नहीं, आज सुबह की बात कर रही हूँ क्योंकि आज बहुत भीड़ थी मंदिर के द्वार के।
ये लोग हम लोग वहीं ठहरे थे, तो 12 बजे से हम लोग लाइन में लगे थे। हाँ लाइन लगे थे। हाँ तो तब जाके 7-8 बजे तक हम लोग का दर्शन हुआ। हाँ
सुबह 7-8 बजे तक आपके हो गए दर्शन। तो अभी आप सरयू में बोट राइड लेंगे?
घूमने के लिए सरयू नदी के लिए, अब यहाँ आनंद ले रहे हैं सरयू नदी को।
कल आप लोग कहाँ थे जब प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुई थी? कल आप लोग कहाँ थे?
कल रात में हम लोग यहीं पर थे, शाम को यहीं पर थे।
सब लोग का घूमना थोड़ा मुश्किल था, इसीलिए नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री आए थे ना, तो सब लोग का अलाउ नहीं था जाने वाने के, तो हम लोग ये धर्मशाला में ठहरे थे। हाँ अपन बैठे थे वहीं पर।
तो कल जब आपने प्राण प्रतिष्ठा सेरेमनी को टीवी पे देखा, होते हुए देखा?
लाइव चल रहा था, वहीं से हम लोग देख रहे थे। जब अलाउ ही नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे, अपन वहीं बैठ के देख रहे थे। हाँ आज दर्शन हो गया है, सुबह में हो गया, बहुत खुशी है। अब इससे बड़ा खुशी हो ही नहीं सकता है।
आपके भी दर्शन हो गए? अच्छा, तो बेसिकली yes, a lot of them who had come yesterday itself and they did try and get the darshan this morning. Now, like I told you earlier also, this is the beautiful Saryu river, and this is what the locals also tell me, that all of Ayodhya has really been beautified since the last few years, especially with the construction of the temple happening. And while a lot of work that is also still in process, you will probably see a different view altogether of what you see of Ayodhya, but the devotees in high spirits as Jai Shri Ram slogans echoing through river Saryu as well. That's the Saryu Ghat, and Anil is showing you the NDRF boats also coming here in regular intervals. And while we will slowly go towards the Ghat, tossing it back to Shivangi in the studio, as these are the scenes coming in this morning from Ayodhya, from river Saryu.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Swesha, for getting us all the details coming in right over there. Swesha in Saryu Ghat area near river Saryu, and let's go straight to Priyanka now. Priyanka is somewhere very close to the Ram Mandir, and Priyanka, we know that these devotees have braved any obstacle just to get a darshan of Ram Lalla. Take us through what is happening there where you are. There are 2 slots for darshan, isn't it, Priyanka?
Well, yes, they are on a regular day, Shivangi, but it seems as though there was a lot of overcrowding that took place, and that is why the main gates of the temple have been closed to regulate the crowd. You can see these entire pathways that were stringing with people is kind of empty right now, and it is flooded with the police officers, and the police trying to regulate the crowd as well is what we are seeing, because a lot of people in fact had come in here. Hundreds and thousands of people will walk around and show you essentially how there's also RAF deployment that has been done, and that is also making sure that there's no untoward incidents, and that is why there has been a regular interval of people being stopped from going inside. But the people who have made it inside of the main gate, they are of course going in, but the number of people who are going in are very, very less. You can see that there's a single line that is now being allowed for people to pass through. We will try to get as close as possible to the gate to show you the visuals, because on the other side we will see a lot more of the devotees who have made it inside, who have been able to get inside, and there is a beeline of these devotees as well that is being regulated to be going inside. There is of course a lot of devotees who are wanting to be inside right now, and the police deployment is also getting a lot much better and bigger, because they want to make sure that there is no untoward incident. The police is making sure that the devotees get to do their darshan in the 2 slots that will be till about 1:30 p.m. and then from 2 p.m. till 7 p.m. as well. And those are some of the visuals that are coming in, Shivangi, because let's face it, this is the first day, just a few hours after the entire Pran Pratishtha ceremony took place. A lot of people from across the country had been wanting to be here. A lot of people they had been wanting to do the darshan, as much as we can see, there are people who are being allowed to walk in freely, but the main gates as of now have been closed, just to make sure that the people who are inside can make it outside first, and then they can allow for more devotees to come in. And that's essentially what we're seeing right now as far as the temple is concerned, because you can see, as far as you can see, there are people who are present here who are walking rapidly towards the main temple. First up, of course, they have to deposit their shoes, their phones, their wallets, and then they are allowed to go inside. And that's what we are essentially showing you, of people walking inside, rushing towards the temple, but more of the police deployment that we are also seeing, making sure that there is no untoward incidents. And that is why, as a precautionary measure, the main gate has been closed, making sure that there are no new lines that are being formed, because even outside the main gate, for over 1 kilometer, there are lines of people, of devotees who want to get in, who want to be inside of the temple, who want to get a glimpse of Ram Lala on the first day after the Pran Pratishtha that has taken place. But of course, the government machinery is quick to take action, and they're making sure the precautionary measures are in place. But even before that, we had seen, people who had been coming from across the country. They had been wanting to get inside. They had done the darshan, and essentially this is the pathway that leads from the main gate towards the entry gate that we just showed you. So this entire line that you will see, this entire line of this road essentially has now been closed off, but we will see that perhaps in a few minutes from now, or maybe by 2 p.m, as and when the crowd disperses, they will start the darshan again. The darshans will happen, but they are in fact regulating the number of people who are going inside, because too many people, and that essentially helps us understand the kind of enthusiasm and how many people had been wanting to take the darshan, that they had been making a queue since about 3 a.m. in the morning, and that is why the number of people were getting bigger and bigger, Shivangi.